said, if it exists, it's very limited. The Abu Sayyaf are the ones claiming that they're connected. But they really look upon more as a criminal gang than anything else.
Yes. Does the Philippines suffer from Islamic militancy or fundamentalism at large?
What I can say is that we've gone a long way with regard to interfaith dialogue.
Oh.
And interfaith dialogue is one of the achievements that have brought us closer to peace on the ground in Mindanao, and hopefully will bring us closer to a political settlement.
I want to talk a bit about ASEAN. You're a member of ASEAN, and as you
Yes.
said, it's mostly really Islamic countries that are around you. What role does really the Philippines play in ASEAN, and how do you see the future of this organization? It seems to me it's moving rather lightly. I just came from Malaysia. There was a conference. I met the Malaysian Prime Minister and the Thai President, the Indonesian President. And although they're rather eager, but I thought that the movement was a bit slow. What's your take on that?
But we have a timetable, 2015.
Yes, I know. Are you able to meet that? This is it.
In fact, it was supposed to be 2020, but when
Yes.
we had the ASEAN Summit here in the Philippines, we moved it forward to 2015. What I can say about ASEAN is that it has really made significant progress towards integrating our economies, bringing down trade barriers, even having macroeconomic more control over our macroeconomics of our country with our agreements on the multilateralized Chiang Mai initiative and the surveillance system in order to avoid being contaminated by the global economic crisis. So it's because of this dedication to creating a strong regional economic bloc that we as a region, in fact, were able to withstand the global economic crisis. Now, it's very important to continue on this track that we have started so that we can become an ASEAN community by 2015. And that will bring unprecedented growth opportunities in our region.
How do you see cooperation as far as foreign policy is concerned? You know, I live in London, and I know cooperation with the European Union when it comes to foreign policy is always not clear.
Well, as far as the Philippines is concerned, in my administration, I made one of the 8 points of my foreign policy was that more and more our foreign policy should be done in the context of ASEAN. And I think
so there is coordination.
We have moved very much. Yes, we've moved very much in that direction.
Madam President, is there anything you really wanted to do during your presidency and you have not really, excuse me, been able to achieve?
As I said, I don't want to dwell on the negatives.
Do you still have hopes for the future?
Well, certainly, as I said earlier, much work still remains to be done. No president can achieve everything by herself.
Yes.
And certainly, what we have to continue is to try to keep translating our economic gains into real benefits for the people. And as a country, we have to continue investing in the health, the economy, environment, and education. And when I talk about the economy, I don't only mean the infrastructure and the macroeconomy, but also services like health.
My last question must be, do you see another big role for you, Madam President? For example, if the system changed from a presidential system and you're going to be a Congress lady, do you see yourself becoming the next another prime minister, prime minister of the Philippines?
I've always left my political career to what we call divine providence in my religion, and maybe kismet in your culture.
Yes.
So what will be, but right now, until the last minute of my term as president, I have to work and for the country. I have to be active in my governance, and then after that, I have an obligation to the people of my district.
I don't think we have seen the last of President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, have we? In the big scene? No. I mean, you still have ambitions.
As I said, my political future, even my personal future, is always in the hands of divine providence.
That's a good answer. Thank you very much, Madam President.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.